Hey guys, what is going on? It's BBCurryBox12 here, and welcome back to another Realm of the Mad God video. Today I'm going to be paying respects to Saturn Z Cheery's artwork that he's done for the game. Maybe you've heard of it. You definitely have. You've seen it every time you open up the game. You see a nice little piece of artwork, one of the many monsters of realms being artistically enhanced in this new style, which officially makes this like the most polished aspect of the game. It's really good. These are all so good, but I haven't seen all of them yet. For some reason, or at least I get the same cycle of like 5 different monsters on the front page every time. Maybe that's all that they have, but there's so much more here, and I just wanted to run through it and really appreciate what's going on here because it's insanely good. Incredible talent on display here. Let's start it up. Let's kick it off with the crystal worm mother. Yeah, look at this. This is actually one of my favorites. I love it. It glows, the illumination, the mushrooms. Is a mushroom alive? Oh yeah. Look at that little eyeball. I really like the touch of him cracking the crystal with his Ogmer. What a blessed champion. And then she's just like, I really like the scope here. This is just really nice. 2019? This has been in the... Wait, really? Or is that just Deca Games copyright from 2019? Because that's a long... Maybe... Yeah, no, he probably did make this back then. And I haven't seen it until just now. It's criminal. This is really nice. I love the crystals look really good here. Oh yeah, we got the madman himself. Look at that. That hulking frame. He's dodging it. Oh, I didn't even see that. He's dodging arrows. And back here we got a dead rogue. Or no, there's the rogue. He's rocking the red agent. And an archer. They're bleeding. It sucks. This is a really interesting piece. He's got this, like, jagged bone armor to his steel... I'm having a real hard time talking right now. It's not exactly a detail you can picture in the sprite work in-game, so I wonder how many liberties he took with it, or if he got some specific direction from Deca, or maybe contacting the original creator. I doubt that. He probably just was like, this would look cool, I'm gonna put it in. Now this was made for RotMG. This looks like it could be a full-on poster. You got the villains up top, you got Oryx looking all ching with his anime sheen, Cultist, the Void fading into the background. Oh yeah, is that Esben? What the heck is this? Oh, maybe it's the nest? Maybe it's the bee queen. Yeah! Got the knight front and center looking all stern and powerful. Yes, the mage on the left. Don't know if it's a wizard. He's got the red and the blue. Archer in a ready stance. Beholder with the huge eye. Red demon looks fantastic. That's a very cool interpretation. You never see him with the real skullish head. Yeah, Dr. Terrible is... He freaks me out. He looks like Doc Ock, but like from the PS1 game. With his frozen mouth constantly... Oh no, that's Rhino. He looks like Rhino and Doc Ock put together. I do like how he has the green potion though. That's definitely his most defining characteristic. Lyman, I like the wide shot that we got here. It's like she's a race car personified. The flaming sprites in the back. Oh, the motion blur. It almost looks like pastel, like chalk in the background. That's really nice. The DDR floorboards. Yo, Lyman pretty thick. Has a lot of Human Torch energy. I can really see that here. It looks fantastic. Really sells the fiery vibe. Shading's excellent, but also the shine. Look at all this. Look at all the little twinkles going on. Ah yes, the Forgotten King. The Infinity Stones. Big ol' claw hand looking over his destroyed, forgotten kingdom. I forget the lore with this guy, honestly, but you can tell the crown was a real point of highlight here with all of its shading and shine and shimmer and glory. Very nice perspective how we're sort of looking up at him, too. Now, this Twilight Archmage artwork, I haven't actually seen yet. We have a different one in-game right now. We're still getting the Inferno Blizzard dynamic, but with a far more direct, intense pose. I especially like this dark red magic trail that's kind of coming out of his sleeves. No, this one's pretty cool. We have an actual screenshot in the picture, and he has a Deca logo on him. Robots in general, I think, are really fun to do with digital drawing and painting because they lend themselves to that really shiny reflection that you can achieve really well digitally. Oh my, he actually made a transcendent penguin pet. Now that's great. You gotta love a little comedy every now and then. Huh. Ooh, now we're talking. Void entity. Oh, man. That is a diabolical face that he has not yet been given. I really like that. And you can... like a skull torso? Whew. That's cool. He doesn't have arms, just hands. I love it. the souls are coming out of the bottom. Wow, this is really good. This might be my favorite one so far. Marble claw. Oh my gosh, he looks like he's made out of real wood. Yeah, this one in particular looks more photorealistic than the rest. He's also a lot more thin and Groot-like than I was expecting. He has real texture to him. Again, he feels like he's made of wood, like a giant tree trunk. Ghost of Skull. Wow, this is probably the most accurate interpretation you could do, and yet it's so strange to not see that pixelated head flying around. Got a real Mysterio look to this one. Love the cape, love the highlights on it. The hand really jumps out. Perspective is well done. Nothing looks out of place. Doesn't look like the proportions are off. That's sort of a talent that goes unappreciated when you don't get it wrong. When you're able to draw something well, you don't notice all the things that they've done right. You really only notice when the artist has made a glaring mistake. Ah, the Christmas Oryx. Now that's nice. He's got a lot of gifts. It can't be overstated how good the armor is here. Look at that. It's like I'm looking, it's real. It's so real. Snowy the Frost God. I'm a level with you. I actually have no idea who this is. Oh. Looks great though. You can really show off the twinkle nature with all of the snow particles and whatnot. Also, he has the galaxy in his mouth. He hasn't lost his charm though. This is probably one of the best translations from pixel art into full-on artistry. Yo, Gong, should I even try pronouncing that? Oh, look at the Oryx here. He's just like having, oh, where's my... He's eating a whole chicken? Craig, once again, here, sweating. Incredible. Bowls of food. Festive for the occasion. Really nice. I like the mood here. This is a nice one. He's holding chopsticks. Unbelievable. Oh my goodness. Oryx the Mad God on Valentine's Day. He's just a gentleman. We were wrong all this time. Would any honeys like to step up to that? This is great. Look at that suit. He's got hearts, but still a skull. He's not gonna break character completely. He just walks up, you know, Thessal. This hand looks really real. It's almost uncanny compared to the very realistic, but still ultimately fantasy and cartoony Mad God Knight that we have sitting here. It's weird, actually. Like, these hands look so realistic. They almost clash with the actual Oryx here. That's incredible. He's in like a galaxy though. Is this the Sanctuary? Yo, Esben the Unwilling. Hang on a sec. Is this... No, that's just what Esben looks like when he's possessed. I was gonna say, is this the Void or the Hand of Zil? We getting a little teaser, a little sneak peek, but I think this is just him in his human form, and then when he gets possessed, and that's the thing that we fight. I got a little excited there, my bad. And those are all the skull minions. Yeah, poor Esben. It's like the saddest story in this whole game. Ooh, Oryx's Sanctuary. Look at this. Oh yeah, this is probably for whenever the update came out. Okay, this actually looks like a bit of a different style than what he usually goes for. I mean, yeah, we have this guy's face, like, making that very clear. You got all these evil, maniacal... This guy's a literal skeleton, Black Knight, another knight, but he's a horse. This guy, and you can't even see what he is, and then you just got this cartoon boy, bard, playing his lute. The other characters match it very well, though. I love what he's done with the ninja. That's a very... It's like got the bobblehead look going on here. Craig is still back there. Is that another knight? Double dipping with the knights on me? What is this? Oh, it's part of the... Yeah. Karate Penguin. I really like the finishing touches, the little bits and pieces on here. The shine. Love that little skull. Just looks so good. Besa, though. Well, we're going to be talking about Besa later. I love what he's done here with the chief. Dama looks incredible, too. I love that. He's got a real menacing jawline here. Oryx is channeling his inner shredder. He's really got this... The eyes, in particular, really sell that. I think this might be the most menacing he's ever looked, at least in this artwork. I will admit the bard's almost comical face does take me out of this mood a bit. We got sort of this chibi art down here, but then these guys are all still very realistic. I would actually really like to see what this would look like if these characters matched this style a little more. But then, yo, the fountain spirit, look at this. It's very close to my favorite color on here. This is great. More twinkle, more shine, more woman. Really captured, like, an interesting innocence in the face. I don't really know much about what the fountain spirit is supposed to be, but I'm getting a nice general vibe from this. I don't know anything about the character, and a personality is being conveyed here. That's the most important part here. Really nice wispy waves down here. And of course, the fairies really tie it all together inside of this forest. Zolotl, the lightning god. I had no idea. Is this real? Is this actually what his face is supposed to look like? He's like a beast. I never really knew what Zolotl was supposed to be. Was not expecting this. He's like a beast man. What is that? Is that a little Easter egg? I can't tell what that's supposed to be. Huh. Yo, Daichi the Fallen, holy smokes. That is also not a facial interpretation I was expecting. But that looks really good. It's got that classic, like, old Shogun demon mask. And the skull he's conjuring, that looks really close to what you see in-game. He's at a bit of a tilt, you know, not completely static, just standing straight up. Really nice. He's got the spirits swirling around him. Excellent work. The Sandstone Titan. We got like a Clayface cinder block combination here. Well, it looks like he's got a frown on the left side, but a smile on the right. But that's only because it's probably blocking the frown. So he's got both. Best of both worlds. I think that's my favorite part about this. It's like a Mona Lisa. You can't really tell what's going on here. Now, Feral, I have seen this one a bit. It actually looks like he's in a jacuzzi. Like, it looks warm. That eye is probably the best part. Staring right into you. He's very moist, though. It's, well, I mean, hey, what do you expect? Tongue has very nice shading, very dark, soft. A lot of soft, almost pastel outlines here. I do remember this. This is just funny. Seeing these very medieval fantasy characters put into more contemporary, modernized aesthetics. Also, he's flattening his bicep. Is he okay? This almost looks like Monsters, Inc. Oh my god, Flash. That's sad. It's almost nostalgic. This was only last year. Oh my gosh, it was already a year ago? Who's that? And then we have, oh, it looks a little different, actually. We have a much... Oh, yeah, there it is. We have two. Have there been doubles this whole time? Oh my gosh, there's been stuff underneath that I could have been checking out. Well, this is like a... Okay, a time-lapse of him drawing it. Yeah. It's showing you the process of how it came to be so great. So not everything has it. So I'm going to assume I didn't miss anything too crazy. This is really nice. I love the cathedral stained glass windows. This is a regal pose he's got here. Demands your attention, looking straight up at him. His sword is probably already through you. This is the one that's on the Steam page, and frequently, whenever I log in. This is cool. If I didn't play this game, and I saw this artwork, I'd probably want to play the game. Really great stuff. Masterful job. Chancellor Dama. Now this I have also seen. He's got his knives perfect. Big bone boy. A unique pose too. We haven't seen this yet. It's like a 3/4 profile shot, and he has his knife chambers behind him. Archbishop Luke Oryx, and he's got his evil counterpart on both. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, you usually only ever see this on the login. This is them together. Looks good. Looks really good. That lighting he has going on is superb. And then when darkness comes, it all changes. Yeah, the little medallion here changes from a stern to a Chief Besa. This is a titan of a character. For a boss that spends most of his time running away from you, this is such a fierce look he has going on. I think the environment highlights this the most. The wind shaking away from him. This is a gladiator. This is a champion. Treasurer Gemsbach, this is another case where his face is so realistic. It almost makes me uncomfortable. He's also a lot thinner than I pictured him being. Necromancer's Revenge. Was this for any specific event? Or just... maybe an ST set came out? Or maybe he just wanted to make something about the Necromancer. Came out last year. For Halloween, perhaps? Who is this madman? This is clearly all the stuff from the Parasites, and my goodness, I think I remember making a comment on my Parasite guide that if these sprites, these monsters, were ever made to look realistic, they would be the most horrifying things ever, and getting a nice taste of that. Okay, this is the Null that we've known. This is the one that we see. Yeah, this is a great one. You can really appreciate the infrastructure of this robot more closely here. Weedle got one Santa, but two Santas, and one of them's ripped. That the Grinch? Yeah, oh my gosh, Pharaoh, look how excited he is. This is the Hermit God? Holy moly. What am I looking at? This is not what I was expecting. Oh, wow. So it started a lot more orange before the final version. And then he just darkened it all up, and that's where the tentacles are, and then he adds the rain and the storm. Okay, now I can see it a lot better, now that you get the play-by-play. The crystal entity. Now this is just nice. It's very simple, just looking at crystals, because that's what the boss is, but beautifully framed. Smack dab in the center. Crystals are very fun to draw, because you can be very, almost random with their placement, and it'll look nice. It's like drawing broken glass, and that nice rainbow going up the side it's just magic. Now, John Bilgewater, I've seen this one a lot. I've gotten used to this. You can see the Calamity Crab on the side a lot more clearly now. It took me a long time to realize that he was there. Calamity Crab could get his own picture. That's how insane he is. But I'm glad he's in here at least. Shadow Cube Blaster, is this 3D? If it's not, I am being absolutely tricked. In which case, excellent job on that. This looks like a screenshot from, like, Code Lyoko. The ground is perfectly accurate. Ah, yes, I remember this. Antinomy. Whoa. Got some concept art here. I really like this. Was this, like, the original he was planning to do, and then he's like, I like this idea better? I almost like the drawing more in this black and white sketch. Like, that looks really good. With all these different light effects going on. The original, of course, looks excellent. Craig, once again, he's here. Got the angel on the left, devil on the right, the storm of the Forgotten Kingdom, and even the void entity here, showing his corruption. And this is the Twilight Archmage one that I know. That striking pose kind of lets us into the more playful and powerful demeanor the Archmage has. Forgotten Sentinel, another great one that I've seen. More modest, more controlled. Instead of spinning his way to your doom, he's observing from afar, with his one glowing eye, his beast of a sword that can't even be contained in frame. You don't really get a sense of it in-game because it's all top-down, but these are the walls. The arena that you fight him in is technically a big castle room that has a ceiling, probably, but you never see it. Yeah, the Forgotten King. This really just says it all. True and utter power. Red light really highlights the edges. Looking at you dead center. Spike chains on the side. Is that even like an attack he does? I forget. It just looks cool either way. And then we have his chaos form. Ooh. That's diabolical. Then the new avatar, the Forgotten King. He's got the giant crown now to match the actual Forgotten King. The eyes around here. Any blow bombs anywhere? Is that what these are? Are they getting absorbed by them? This is us, isn't it? These are just the people who fall prey to him. The fact that he's cranked so many of these out over just a couple of years is miraculous. And then we have a corrupted Oryx here. It's kind of disturbing just seeing all these eyes wrapping around him. Like, my goodness. His helmet, his head, his brain is a mouth. What have we done? And now we have another Lyman the Sprite Goddess. We can see here in all of her curvaceous, or flaming epicness. The black variant, blue, light blue. Man, these are nice. And finally, Archdemon Malphus with our trusty warrior, perhaps? Don't think it's a paladin, doesn't look like the wings, but he's hiding behind the wall, or behind one of his pillars. I forget if he's, yeah, he still has those in a fight. I love how he's incorporating other realm characters into these. Like, Malphus is still the spotlight of this, but then you also notice in the greater context of the fight, or the game, or whatever else is going on here. Really adds to it. I'm glad we have someone so talented willing to contribute to Realm, because that stuff can be really hard to come by, and it's just another valuable asset to the game's overall health, and once again, it's just really good. But in any case, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, don't forget to check out the next episode whenever I post it, which will probably be soon. All right. See ya.